Ready. Start. It appears from the record that notice under section 145, CRPC were issued and the parties after putting in their appearance placed their respective versions before the magistrate concerned full stop. Subsequently, the magistrate found that the proceedings in a civil public revenue court on the same subject matter is also going on, and in the opinion of the magistrate there was no satisfactory evidence produced regarding the apprehension of breach of peace full stop. A very detailed discussion regarding the facts and documents and the respective claims etc. has been made in the impugned order, and the court below found that there was hardly any justification to continue the proceedings under section 1545, CRPC. In such circumstances, the proceedings were dropped full stop. Apart from this, an incidental order has also been passed to the effect that because prima facie on the basis of the facts and documents produced before the court, the possession of second party Kanti Devi is sufficiently proved, and therefore, the property in question is being released in her favor full stop. It has also been directed in the impugned order that the first party, Surya Narayan and Durgeswar, are also not to interfere with the peaceful position of the second party till the final adjudication of consolidation court full stop. The direction was in the nature of an injunction order from all corners full stop para. So far as the right of the magistrate to drop the proceedings is concerned, section 145 bracket 5, CRPC confers sufficient powers on him to do so full stop. If the magistrate after initiating the proceedings under section 145, CRPC was satisfied at a later stage about non-existence of apprehension of breach of peace, there was no question for him to continue the proceedings, because the very basis which gives rise to the jurisdiction of the magistrate to proceed under section 145, CRPC scuttles full stop. To that extent, the impugned order passed by the subdivisional magistrate is unassailable full stop para. But the objectionable anomaly which the impugned order contains is the nature of incidental order which has been passed full stop. Normally, such an order could have been passed only by way of a final order after taking evidence of both the parties full stop. If the magistrate did not deem it fit to take the proceeding to their logical end and wanted to abandon the same in the midway, the question to give such findings as has been referred to above, which amount to adjudication on important civil rights of the parties, cannot be contested with full stop. In fact, such a finding is more in nature of an administrative order, because the judicial order of that nature could have been passed only at a proper stage in judicial proceedings after following due procedure, and not in a summary manner or in breach of the regular procedure laid down by law full stop. If the magistrate desired to give any such finding in judicial capacity, he must have allowed both the sides to give their respective evidence under 145 bracket 4 of CRPC, and could not have bypassed and over jumped the provision of law in the manner which he has done full stop para. The Court of Revision appears to have overlooked this part of the order full stop. It confined its judicial evaluation only with regard to the power of the magistrate to drop the proceeding under section 145 bracket 5 comma CRPC. In that regard, the order of the revision is unassailable full stop. But as it has failed to take note of another part of the order, comma, this court deems it proper to observe that so far as the incidental order of releasing the property in favor of the second party and the order directing the first party not to interfere in the peaceful possession of the second party is concerned, it shall be treated full stop. Thanks friends watching my video. Like, share and subscribe please.